Welcome to this episode of Retirement Crusaders. Let's take a look today at Social Security, why it's going broke, and why they're talking about cutting your benefits. Now, the first thing we need to understand is that this video is about facts and not about nonsense that you read on social media. Nonsense like, well, it's because we have too many immigrants, that's why Social Security is running out of money. Or, oh, the Democrats or the Republicans stole the money, or the Congress stole the money, or the president stole the money. This is all a bunch of nonsense. We don't deal in nonsense on this channel, we deal in facts. So the facts that we'll be dealing with today come from the annual Social Security Trustees report. And you can see a copy of this online and read it yourself. And you can see that all the facts that I talk about today will be corroborated in that report and will eliminate this nonsense that people make up and post on social media. So this video is not political. It is about the facts and how things work. Now, the main problem with Social Security is it does not work how you think it works. Too many people think that they have money taken out of their checks when they're working, they have an account, and then they get that money back when they're retired. That is not how it works. So please get that idea out of your mind that it's like a savings account. Now, I did a complete video where I showed you my Social Security benefit statement, and I proved to you that I only put enough in, and me and everybody else only put enough in so that my payments that I get back would last to maybe age 80. If I live beyond age 80, every check I get beyond that has to come from somebody else. That I didn't put in enough money to keep getting all the money that I'm getting out as benefits, and probably neither did you. So where does the extra money come from? Now, I'm about to tell you, and you will hate this answer, but it's true. You can read it in the Trustees report. The extra money you get that you did not put in comes from the paychecks of your children and grandchildren. Yes, the last Social Security check you got, part of that came from the work that your grandchildren and children did last month, and they had tax taken out of their checks, and part of that money went to pay your check that you got as Social Security benefits. That is the truth, whether you like it or not. That's the way it works. If you like videos about this that educate you about retirement issues, please subscribe below, and in the description, we have 10 different booklets on different topics of retirement. Click, they're free. Enjoy those. Hopefully you'll find that those are valuable. And also join our Facebook group where you can interact with other people. We're happy to answer questions there about different retirement issues. So please take advantage of that. You may remember Rick Perry was a candidate for president who actually came out and told people the truth. He said Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. That probably cost him, the rest of his candidacy because people didn't like that. But it is paying your benefits on the backs of your children and grandchildren. So to make the system work the way it's designed now requires, like a Ponzi scheme, more and more new people coming into the system to pay the people who are already in the system. And that is the problem. There aren't enough new people coming into the system. Let me show you what I mean. In this chart, you see the ratio of the people working who are paying taxes into the Social Security system compared to the number of people getting Social Security benefits out of the system. And what you see is that back in 1960, there was 5 workers for every 1 person getting Social Security. So there were plenty of people putting money in and not a lot of people taking money out. What's happened now, as you see, as of 2030, there will only be 2 people working for every person taking money out. And so the system is going broke. It is designed poorly to begin with. And the reason it's designed poorly to begin with is that the people who originally designed Social Security did not account for two things. Number one, people living longer, and number two, the demographic change of more older people and fewer younger people. Let's take a look at this chart. So this chart shows us that as we see, as time goes on, the number of people that are older, there's more of them, and they're living longer. So the drain on the Social Security system just becomes greater and greater and greater. And so the system wasn't designed well, and Congress has made attempts to fix that. But those fixes have not been good enough to last another 100 or 200 years. And so we are at another crisis, another crossroads again. Now, can it be fixed? Well, the answer is yes, if you mean fixed, meaning somebody will pay. So somebody has to pay to make the system work. Now, who's going to pay? Well, there's lots of different parties. The first one could be you. If you're collecting Social Security benefits and Congress does nothing, in about 10, 11 years, your benefits will need to be cut by 20% because the system is just running out of money. So that's one group that can pay, which is people already collecting Social Security. Now, Congress could decide to make a different group pay. They could say, well, let's leave the people who are getting Social Security benefits alone, and let's make the people who are coming up to retirement, let's make them pay. Instead of letting them start getting benefits at age 62, let's raise the minimum age to, say, 65. And then, rather than have the full retirement age when you can collect your full retirement benefit be age 67, which it is now, you may remember it was 65, so they did raise it to 67 to help the system. Maybe they'll need to raise that to age 70. So that way, the people who are now, say, 30 and 40 and 50 and 60 years old who haven't yet started collecting, they'll pay because they won't be able to get benefits sooner. They'll have to wait longer to get their benefits. Well, there's another group that could pay. They could make your grandchildren and children pay. So the tax rate that comes out of their paycheck each week, Congress could decide, well, let's just raise that by 0.5% or 1% and take it out of the paychecks of your children and grandchildren so there's enough liquidity in the system to continue paying you the full benefit. There's another group that they could have pay. That group would be people earning more than $160,000 a year. So right now, your grandchildren and children, when they go to work, they pay tax, a Social Security tax on their income, but only up to $160,000. Once they hit that rate, there's no more tax or Social Security taken out of their paycheck. So Congress could say, well, you know what? Why don't we tax the people who are earning more than $160,000? They wouldn't wind up; those people wouldn't get any more benefits when they retire because the extra tax would go to you to make the system have enough cash so that in 11 years from now, you don't have to take a benefit cut. So as you see, can the system be fixed? Yes, but it's such a bad design that somebody has to pay. There's no way to magically fix it without somebody in our society paying the cost of fixing it. So think about Social Security, the system, and the way our whole government is designed as a person who, say, earns $50,000 a year and they spend $60,000 a year. Well, that's just foolish. You can't run your personal budget like that because eventually your credit cards will be up to the hilt. You won't be able to charge anymore. You won't be able to pay your rent. You'll get evicted, and that's the end of it. Well, our government does the same thing. You may not like to hear what I'm saying, but it's a fact. You can read the Social Security Trustees report, and you can see that they simply pay more than they take in. And so rather than have a system that is sensibly designed to not have that problem, we have a system designed to just give out money without any regard to how much money is coming in, and we come to these crisis points. Now, Let me suggest, what can you do? The next time you go to the polls, stop voting for people based on your ideology and vote in people who have common sense and want to solve problems. If you like videos about this that educate you about retirement issues, please subscribe below, and in the description we have 10 different booklets on different topics of retirement. Click, they're free, enjoy those. Hopefully you'll find that those are valuable. And also join our Facebook group where you can interact with other people. We're happy to answer questions there about different retirement issues. So please take advantage of that. See you next time on Retirement Crusaders.